Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I have a spiritual collective channeled message for you all. For those of you who are feeling like, what the heck is going on in our world? So, what has happened is, for those of you that are into the spiritual community, you have a keen sense of discernment. This message is not going to resonate with all of you. Some of y'all are going to be like, here we go. Listen, there's a reason why you're feeling like things are crazy. You're not crazy, or you're feeling like the world has gone to SHIT. There's a fight happening, okay, spiritually. There's a fight happening between good versus evil. And ironically, what the majority of people see as good is actually evil. Some people are believing that they're on the side of good, but it's masked. It's been masked very well, and it's actually the side of evil. And the people that believe that the other side is on the side of evil is actually the side of good. That's what's happening. It's like a parallel universe. It's like timelines are colliding, consciousness are colliding. There's shifts within the frequency, and people are looking like the side of evil, right, that people believe is evil is actually the good side. They're looking at these groups of people and they're like, what's happening? What are we missing? Why aren't y'all seeing this? It's because people are in different frequencies. There's been a massive opening of a portal where we have all these entities that have jumped through, have crossed over into our reality, our 3D consciousness, and people are being attacked spiritually. You have the hysteria complex that is happening. I want you all to think about the Salem witch trials. Remember, for those of you that are familiar with that, the story of the Salem witch trials, where it became like a mass hysteria, where people were like, oh, everyone's a witch. If someone twitched or blinked wrong, they were considered a witch. And that's what's essentially happening right now within our collective consciousness. I don't care if you live in the United States, Europe, Asia, Middle East. It's plaguing the United States currently, at a higher level because of the election campaign and things that are going on within our governmental body. But there is a major, major shift that is happening where people are jumping on timelines, leaving timelines, jumping through portals, coming through portals upside down. It's crazy. And that's what you're seeing. You're also getting where people who thought they were on the side of good, which is the side of evil, they're now shifting because they're going through, they're having awakenings. Okay, it's almost like they're coming out of the matrix, they're unplugging themselves, they're seeing what's going on, and now they're jumping on the other side and they're trying to bring family members over, friends over, and they're pulling them. I'm seeing people pulling each other and like, why can't you wake up, wake up, wake up, see what's happening, wake up? But people aren't getting it. They aren't getting it because again, this is a spiritual battle. It's not just about what we're seeing in the 3D, because as above, so below, whatever is happening in the spirit realm does impact what's happening in the 3D body. So, what we're seeing is a collective group of people who are trying to stay in control of the masses. I've spoken about this in a couple of messages on my Patreon and also on this channel. They're trying to stay in control and they're doing it by any means necessary. There is a a huge level of perversion going on, and I know some of you might be triggered by that word, but there's perversion here. um and there is hidden agendas that are being revealed, excuse me, and people are fighting to keep their perversions and things that they've been doing behind the scenes, excuse me, they don't want me to say anything, I'm going to say it, from being shown to the masses. So let me rewind again for those of you that feel like, you know what, has the world gone to shit? I'm gonna say it. It has. But the reason why it um collectively this has to happen, you guys, in order for law and order to prevail. So let me give you, for those of you that follow astrology, let me explain. So Aquarius, the energy of Aquarius is also the energy of the rebel, okay? But it also is the innovator, okay? So in order for things to shift for the better, essentially, there needs to be chaos. Okay, creation is created from chaos. Everything is created from chaos, right? So for example, a diamond is built under pressure. Um Essentially our earth, if you're familiar with astrophysics, it was built, or I won't say built, but it was created in a very chaotic way. Uh and so that's essentially what's happening. That's why everything is chaotic. It's a chaotic energy. Everyone is in chaos. Um And from the Aquarian energy, Aquarius also is cold ruled by Saturn. Saturn, for those of you that follow astrology, is the father. It's the patriarch of the zodiac. I won't just say the zodiac, but spiritually it is the patriarch. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is governmental bodies, it's law and order. So essentially Saturn would only allow this Aquarian energy to go so far before it destroys itself. Okay, because Aquarian is the energy of the rebellion. It is the in a low vibration, the Aquarian energy is the mad scientist. Okay, it is what people would call the antichrist. It would be the mark of the beast for those of you that follow Christianity and follow those teachings and things of that nature. That's what the Aquarian energy represent at a low vibration, right? All energies have both high and low vibrations. So essentially, Papa Saturn is what I like to call him, is sitting around looking like, okay, I'm gonna let the world be chaotic until I bring things into balance. So right now we're fighting law and order. Pay attention to the word law and order. Okay. I'm not here to tell you what side to choose, who to choose. It's not about that, because everyone's on their own spiritual journey. And whatever you choose to do, just understand that collectively there will be a karmic consequence to the choices that you make individually for yourself and your family, and also for the collective. Now, things are going to happen. Whatever happens is what it's going to happen. Okay, and it's ordained. But I want you to pay attention to the terms law and order. Who's bringing in law and order? The side that is the side of chaos is the side of, I guess you could say, evil. The side that's bringing in law and order and is being, um, I guess you can say, the side that is attempting to bring law and order, okay, is the side that is trying to be silenced, taken out, exterminated. Pay attention to law and order. That is what everything is built on: structure. um there's a balance. We exist within a balance, and when we get out of balance, when you get sick, right, your immune system, that means something is out of balance. So your body is fighting some sort of sickness, and until you get through that sickness, your body is basically trying to get you back into balance. Right, you hear things like your pH is off balance, there's a chemical imbalance. So there's something going on within your body, and your body is fighting it. Right, that's when you get sick. And I'm using that as an example because I feel like that's the best example for us to relate to what's happening within the world. The reason why things are chaotic is because we are fighting a battle of good versus evil, trying to bring things into balance, into law and order, because things are out of control. You look at inflation. What is that? It's out of control. You look at the cost of living is out of control. You look at school systems and the ability to now parent your children. Everything is out of control. And the side that's trying to bring in law and order, to bring things back into balance, to bring things back into control, is the side that is trying that the governmental bodies, the powers that be, is trying to silence. Pay attention, you guys. This is spiritual. It's not just about an election. It's not just about a campaign. This is highly spiritual. The side that is, I'm going to repeat this, and I know some of y'all going to get annoyed and click off. It is what it is. The side that is trying to bring things into balance and get out of this chaos is the side that is being silenced, or they're fighting to silence this side. Now, some people don't even realize that they are a part of this group that is silencing the good side. Some people are blind to it. And as I stated in the beginning of this reading, it is because that people are on different frequencies, different timelines. We've had portals, multiple portals have opened, they're colliding with each other. There is crazy chaos happening astrologically, spiritually. If you believe in astrology, fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter to me. But there's things that are happening within the spiritual realm that is chaotic. Someone has done something. There's a group of individuals that has done something karmically. Okay, this is what I'm getting, and they're going to be held accountable. Their feet is going to be held to the fire, whether we know about it or not. Um, oof, my goodness. Okay. I'm not going to say what I was about to say because it is very heavy energy, but I'm just going to cut this off here. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.